Turn to open session. I need a review and approval of minutes, Monday, February 10th, regular session.
So moved.
Do I have a second? Tom?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. I'm going to take something out of order here. I'm going to go down to number 3 and have Brian Tobin, our town planner, come up and review and approve of the seasonal population increase estimate. Good evening.
Good evening, Madam Chair.
How are you?
Very good. Is this mic working okay?
I don't know if that's working. Try the other one. Is it on?
It's good. He says he's giving thumbs up, so,
Try the other one.
yep.
As in it's working?
Oh, there you
we
go.
There we go.
There you go.
So, Madam Chair, I'll be very brief. We ran the population estimates for both peak and year-round for 2025, and the peak population for July of 2025 is estimated to be at 37,079 individuals, which represents a year-over-year increase of 41 individuals if you control for the addition of the LeClaire Village units. Year-round population is estimated at 16,039 individuals, which is an increase of 55 individuals year over year, again controlled for the LeClaire Village project.
Okay. Anyone have any questions?
I'd just like to say that's a lot of nitrogen.
You're right.
You need a motion to approve?
Yeah, I do. And if anybody has any other questions? No? Okay. I need a motion to approve.
Motion to approve the seasonal population increase estimate presented by the town planner, Brian Tobin.
Second.
Tom?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Yes.
John? And I'm a yes. Thank you.
Should I stay up for number
Yeah.
4, or should?
Yeah, you got number 4, which is 1
Oh,
minute.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Go ahead.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So this should be rather simple. It's just a proposed motion, I believe, to appoint me as the point person for the shared regional housing program.
Yes.
The net benefit to the town for that is that we will be entitled then to receive 30 free hours of consulting from Barrett Consulting Group, who has been actively involved in helping the town put forward and receive approval for its new HPP. And the thinking there is that if we can access those additional hours at no cost, we hope to wrap up the HPP very shortly.
Thank you. I need a motion. David?
Motion to appoint our town planner, Brian, to the Barnstable County Shared Housing Services Program as the primary point of contact.
Second.
Second that motion.
Tom?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay, we're going to have a public hearing that we had continued from February 10th, 25, the application for the new annual wine and malt beverage package store license on 20 North Street, UV Wine Boutique. Good evening, ladies.
Good evening.
Gentlemen. Anybody have any questions on the update of the license? The board? Michaela?
I
You all set?
I'm all good, ready.
Go ahead.
We do have the
Yeah.
capability. So
Yes.
just confirming that for the public, because that was the question at the last meeting.
Right.
And that question has been removed, and addressed by staff.
Yes, thank you.
And that was confirmed with ABCC, correct?
Yes.
So there you have it.
No need for any lawyer then. Thank you very much. That was quick.
John? I will. David, any questions?
None at this
John,
time.
everybody okay? Anybody from the public have any questions on the license? Then I make a motion to have the,
So moved.
Close
let me
close
finish,
the
close the public
public hearing
hearing.
first.
Do I have a motion?
Second,
Motion, yeah.
Okay, Tom?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
John?
yes.
And I'm a yes. Now I need a motion to approve the license.
Motion to approve the license, new annual wine and malt beverages license for Uva Wine Boutique.
Second?
John?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Kayla?
Yes.
Tom?
Absolutely.
And I'm a yes. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate your support.
Congratulations.
Okay, communication correspondence. Discussion and recommendation of naming the wastewater treatment facility access driveway. This was a great idea.
It will be referred to as a refresher to
Yeah.
the public as the Tom Fidella facility. However, the road would be Ray Jack.
I'm going to
Way.
read it so they can understand what we're doing. In remembrance of former Mashpee wastewater consultant Raymond A. Jack Sr., the wastewater department has proposed naming the access driveway leading to the new wastewater treatment facility Ray Jack Way. The new access driveway is off Carlton Drive and will be the primary entrance to the facility, which I think is a great idea. Need a motion?
Motion so moved?
Second.
Okay, Tom?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
John?
Absolutely.
And myself is a yes. Thank you. Discussion of request for a letter of support of the Broadband Equity Access Deployment BEAD Program grant application by the Mashpee Wampanoag Tribes Broadband Task Force.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. It's my first time here, so.
Oh, good. Introduce yourself, Helen.
My name's Ellen Sharp. I'm with the Mashpee Wampanoag Broadband Task Force. We have a grant for $9.1 million from the Tribal Broadband Connectivity Program, and we are trying to become our own ISP. This grant, the $9 million is to service tribal members to put fiber so that they would have a faster internet speed. The state of Mass, Commonwealth of Mass, has listed 44 non-tribal homes in the town of Mashpee that are either underserved or unserved. So what the tribe is doing is going to would like to apply for a grant through them to service those 44 houses and to supplement our grant. So what we do need is a letter of support from the town of Mashpee in order to go ahead, apply, and to do that.
Okay.
So,
There is a draft in your packet.
Yes. Right on the back. Any questions?
So just request approval to
Yeah.
authorize.
Okay, I just need a motion to approve.
Motion to approve
And authorize.
a letter of support for the Mashpee Wampanoag Tribes Massachusetts Broadband Institute grant application.
I'll second that motion.
John?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Thank you, Ellen.
thank you. That wasn't so painful.
I'll get that out
With
tomorrow.
the presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, review of draft 1 of the May 2025 special and annual town meeting warrants. I know we just got this in our packet.
If I could suggest, maybe if you could go to number 8 and number 9, because I know some folks are here before you get into the warrant, just so we don't keep them waiting.
Okay, sure.
Oh,
Okay. Well, the next is public comment. Do we have public comment? Oh, but we do have, I can jump down to review. Let's jump down to number 8. Review of recommend.
Somebody ahead of me.
Lynn Barbie.
Review of the recommendation for appointment to the Board of Health, Dennis Ring, Member at Large. Hi, Dennis. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Okay, Board. We have the recommendations in front of you. Want to tell us a little bit about yourself, where you live, and why you would like to be on the Board of Health?
Okay, my name's Dennis Ring. I live at 120 Old Barnstable Road. Moved to Mashpee about 8 or 9 years ago, and my educational background is in civil engineering. I worked for a municipality not unlike Mashpee. It was a primarily residential town, Acton, Mass, that was going through a similar process, sewer funding and building and implementing a sewer collection system. So I think my experience working there and credentials might be a help. Heard there was an opening, so I sent in a application.
That's great. John, any questions?
No questions?
David?
No questions at this time?
Michaela?
I do have a question. First of all, thank you for coming in, and thank you for your willingness to volunteer. I mean, you certainly have your strong CV here, and it'll be a benefit for the town. You know, given our water quality, as you mentioned, and our work with wastewater, and also the huge cost of that, and the fact that we have a flow-neutral bylaw, which keeps us getting our 0% SRF funding. I have a lot of concerns about the Board of Health practice of granting waivers to flow neutral for houses that don't necessarily benefit the town. So, I mean, they're not affordable housing, they're not workforce housing, and that's a real concern I have. And I'm wondering what your stance would be on that.
I really have to, case-by-case basis. I just getting on the board, just starting to read all the regulations, haven't been fully up to speed on them, but I think I'd take everything, you know, at its face value, look at all the conditions, and I think I'd make a reasonable decision.
I would encourage you to familiarize yourself with the flow-neutral bylaw. I think that's really important. Thank you.
Tom, any questions?
No.
Okay, and you would like to have a motion to appoint?
Motion to appoint Board of Health to Dennis Ring.
Do I have a second?
Second that motion.
Okay, John?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes,
Tom?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Congratulations and thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
We'll do one quick one. Review application for temporary sign permit, Paula Peters. Hi, Paula.
Hi.
Tell us.
Yes, I'm asking if we could please renew the application that we had last year. We had an event that was called the Honor the Earth Fair, and we did this in collaboration with the Mashpee Wampanoag Tribes Natural Resources Department, and we had, it was a huge success. There were over 30 vendors that came. It, even though it poured down raining, we had over 350 people that showed up for the event. And we really valued the privilege of being able to put signs out the week in advance, 1 week ahead. We had some, they're like campaign signs, but mine were a lot prettier. Sorry I didn't bring one in with me today. But put them at the major intersections. I think I named them on the application, which I just tried to call up on my computer, and I can't open the file because my Wi-Fi is so bad. Not yours, mine connected to my phone. We had a couple of larger signs that we put out on the outskirts of the Mashpee Rotary. And I think that they were really pretty important to getting the word out about the event and people knowing how to get there and what was going on.
Sure.
Thank
You had the 3x7 and the 18x24.
Right. Thank you, Wayne.
Okay, do I have a,
I got just a quick question. Paul, is this the same as last year? Size, number of signs?
The
and
same number of signs, the same size signs. We did take them down the very next day. I was out there with my little map of where I had put all the signs, so I would know where to find them all.
any other questions?
No, I think they do a great job.
Okay,
Thank you.
so I need a motion.
So moved.
Second?
John?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
And I'm a yes.
We'll
And
see
good
you
luck.
there.
Yeah, make sure you come on out. It's a
Great
fun
event.
time. Thank you.
You're welcome. So public comment. Lynn Barbie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lynn Barbie, 73 Surf Drive. I'm here to make public comment about one of the articles that is on the proposed warrant, and that is Article number 25. I happened to be at the Charter Review Committee meeting, because I go to a lot of those meetings, when Wendy Williams got up and made a very, what I considered insulting comments and demanded that the charter include that there be public comment and at the beginning of every committee meeting. I noticed that it wasn't at the beginning of this select board meeting, and I thought that was just fine. And I want to speak actually as, not officially, as the chair of the Human Services Committee, but we often have in our Human Services Committee people coming and giving reports. We've had the school nurse talk about gummies. We have the people we give grants to come, and we dedicate considerable amount of our meeting time to have conversations with them and interview them and get, find out what's going on at the Christ the King Food Bank and all of that. And I always let them go first. As the chair, I always let our guest speakers go first because I think that's the respectful thing to do. And I would hate as a chair to be forced to have public comment before other very important people are coming on to talk about their programs that affect thousands of Mashpee residents. I believe in public comment, but I believe that the chair should have discretion, and I think it would be a real major error to include in the charter the language that's proposed here, that it's mandatory and that it has to be at the beginning of a meeting. And that's what I think as somebody who goes to a lot of committee meetings and is a chair of a committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. Ernie Barrows?
Both of these on?
Think so.
Yeah, I'd rather stand up if I could. I don't know if it's there. I'm here again on the fact of this pickleball park. I asked you 2 weeks ago when I was here if you could talk to me. Anybody call me? Come and talk to me. Let's get a meeting together so we can do something about this. I haven't heard from one person. None of you on the board. Haven't heard from... I've went in and talked to Wayne. That's who I've talked to. And I'm just wondering why nothing's being done about this. I asked you before. Go down there today. It doesn't matter if it's winter, summer, rain, nighttime. They continue to play. They've been harassing me down there at the park. I go down there, I want to get information, I look, I don't talk to anybody, I don't do anything. All I do is pull in the parking lot and go. Do my thing. They're all scared of me for whatever reason. I've never done anything to any of them. But it's risen today to the point where the cops were involved. This is the second time, actually the third time, that they've said things against me. I'm tired of it. I want something to be done to end this. And it's escalated now to the point where they keep calling the cops on me, and I don't even do anything wrong. And the cops say, you're not doing anything wrong. Well, then I had today, after I went down there and I had been here collecting some information and paperwork I need, and I stopped down the park. I was asked to take some pictures and stuff of how many people are there and how many people are playing. I stopped down there today, never even took my truck out of park, never rolled down my window, nothing. These people called the police on me again, for no reason. And that's harassment. This is the third time they've said untruths about me at the police station trying to do something about me. Well, in the process of that happening, I happened to have somebody there. A friend of mine was coming to visit me that's been here before and talked to you. A buddy of mine, Rob, that fought the issue down there in Falmouth. He happened to be down there. Now, those people called on me and harassed me, okay? Less than a half hour later, he goes down there, actually gets out of his vehicle, walks around, takes pictures, and they never said one thing about him, but harassed me and called the police on me. Well, this has got to end. This is wrong. And it's got to start by either shutting down that park, closing it in, or doing something. Now it's gotten beyond the point of even closing it and doing something is not going to do anything. But then they came by to my house. The same lady came by to my house and did to me what they accused me of doing. And the cops had to come down and back like that. I'm tired of this. This has got to stop, all of it. My fight was with you people for putting this park in and not doing anything about it. Now it's progressed to a couple other personal issues. Now they're doing this to me. I'm going to ask you to put a meeting together so we can talk about this and do this. You refused right off the board to not put me on the agenda anymore. Why? Are you trying to push me away and thinking that this isn't, it's just going to go away if we hide it? Well, it's not. I need you to get yourself together and put a meeting together, and I'd like it soon. I really would. This has been 7 years, and nothing's been done to mitigate the noise. In fact, the one thing you did do, like I expressed before the last time I was here, it didn't do anything. It actually made it worse. And your own report said it. The own reports that you paid our taxpayers money to get, and they said the same thing. And then you did another one, and it said the same thing.
Okay, Ernie, thank you for your comments. Have a good night. No, it's public comment time. Thank you. Okay, water quality updates. Discussion of increased costs for Mashpee Estuary Water Quality Monitoring Program. Do we have any other information, Rodney?
No, I think the memo kind of
Says it all?
says it all. I just wanted to make sure that the board is aware of the annual sampling costs are going to obviously be impacted. I think the memo covers it in its entirety.
We used to pay the town.
It used to
probably
be
8,000.
shared, yes.
Okay, and now it's.
There is a
1,000.
breakdown, which obviously will be up significantly, and I just
I know, but it's
wanted to pass the information along.
public comment. Okay. We need a motion for the increase?
I don't, it's
Okay.
more to make the
Information.
board aware that, this is going to be a fiscal challenge that I was not prepared for in fiscal year '26.
Okay.
But I will deal with it. But when adjustments are made, I just want you to realize why, that's
Why?
all.
Okay. Thank you. And do you want, review a request for approval of deficit spending for the snow and ice?
I found out through Chapter 44, Section 31D, that the chief administrator...
Excuse me, we are doing business up here, and there's chitter-chatter in the audience. Please take it out in the hallway if you want to talk. Thank you. Excuse me, Rodney, go ahead.
Through Chapter 44, Section 31D, the chief administrative officer of the town is authorized to do it, which is me, but historically, we've always come to the board. Unless the board's got an objection, then obviously we're going to order the necessary salt, which will be deficit spending, and then we'll have a figure soon for what that town meeting number is going to be. And hopefully, we've seen the last of snow and ice. I'll keep my
Hopefully.
fingers crossed.
Hopefully.
And this is, again, more for information purposes. I know that you've typically voted on it, but you don't need to. But if you had some objection for some reason, then certainly want to give you the
I
opportunity
don't
to
think we
voice
have an
some
objection to.
concern.
Do we? Anyone? No?
We gotta salt and sand the roads.
Okay.
I will say I'm impressed with how they've handled
Town manager updates.
You want to do the warrant?
No, it's okay.
Okay,
It's
you see him.
Yeah, I see him. Public comments over. Town manager updates.
That's all I had was the
Just that?
snow and ice. Yeah.
Okay, so we will go back to the warrant.
Madam Chair, can I be recognized?
For what purpose? Public comment?
When the meeting started, I would have signed up if it would have started at 6.
Okay. Come on up to public comment, Richard.
Thank you, Wayne.
Our meetings now start at 5.
That was executive session from 5 to 6, am I correct?
Yeah, we were in executive session,
Right.
yes.
But you started before 6 for this meeting.
Yes, we did.
I apologize.
But I was just explaining to you that we do now start at 5.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
From now on. Richard Klein, 205 Ashes Path. It's going to be brief. Last time I spoke, I asked you to vote against Pickerel Cove. It was on your executive session agenda for, I've been out of town for a month, but I believe it was either December or January that it was on the agenda. That's when I asked for it to be squashed. I saw the agenda, and it was on your executive meeting for this meeting. Could I ask why it was on the agenda? Did
was an
somebody go around us, meaning the CPC committee itself?
Do you belong to the CPC?
Yes, I do.
Then I would prefer that you go and talk to the chairman of CPC.
I just did, and she had no information. It was backdoored.
Then I would go to their meeting on March 13th, and you can find out all that happened.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. These are the inserts for the warrant updates, okay. Does anybody want to? Oh, for the regular? Okay. Do we want to start Article 1? To see if the town will vote to appropriate and transfer $2,857,075 revenue available for appropriation to pay the fiscal year's unpaid bills. I'm sorry, $2,857.75. I need a
Motion to approve and recommend.
recommend and approve.
Second that.
Okay. John?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Okay, Article 2, to see if the town will appropriate, we don't have a sum there.
I'm guessing that we're going to have a lot that we just
Number
still
3,
will.
to see if the town will vote and appropriate and transfer the sum of $2,205,560 from revenue available for appropriation to deposit in the capital stabilization fund or take any action related thereto.
Motion to approve and recommend.
Second.
John?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
And I'm a yes, and you're a yes. Article 4, to see if the town will appropriate and transfer to the positions of Mass General Law, Chapter 44B, subsection 6, to reserve the Community Preservation Fund budget.
So moved.
Motion to approve and recommend.
Second.
Second.
Okay, Tom?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Yes.
John? And I'm a yes. Okay, we can't do 5 or 6. 7, to see if the town will appropriate and transfer the sum of $350,000 from Community Preservation Fund budget for the appropriation reserved in accordance with the Mass General Law, Chapter 44B, subsection 5, for the purpose of contributing funds for the Mashpee Wakeby Boat Ramp Stormwater Reduction Project as shown on Assessor's Map on Main Street, parcel 2813, contingent upon the receipt of all grant funds required to complete the project, including necessary expenses related thereto.
Motion to approve and recommend.
Second.
John?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
And Tom?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Article 8, to see if the town will vote to appropriate and transfer the sum of $13,000 from CPC Fund, 10% historic reserve in accordance with the Mass General Law, Chapter 44B, subsection 5, for the purpose of funding ancient burial ground restoration project. Advent Burial Ground, Main Street, Assessors Map 47, Parcel 7 and 7A, Adequate Burial Ground, Main Street, Map 27, Parcel 41, and the Puckneck Burial Ground, Meeting House Road, Map 45, Parcel 12, including necessary expenses related thereto.
Motion to approve and recommend.
Second.
John?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. 9, to see if the town will appropriate and transfer the sum of
$520,105 as recommended on the warrant updates.
That's on draft 1?
No,
No, that's,
that's the annual.
That's the annual?
we're doing the
My-
first one.
Sorry for the.
Okay. To see if the town will appropriate and transfer the sum of $425,645 from Community Preservation Fund, 10% historic purpose reserve in accordance with the provisions of Mass General Law, 44B, subsection 5, for the purpose of funding Mashpee Veteran War Monument, Great Neck Road South, Route 130, necessary expenses.
Motion to approve and recommend.
Second.
John?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. 10, to see if the town will vote and appropriate transfer the sum of $40,500 from CPC Open Space Recreation Reserves in accordance with the provisions of Mass General Law 44B, subsection 5, for the purpose of funding the boys and girls basketball court reconstruction and new safety fencing project. Assessors Map 67, Parcel 78, including necessary expenses related thereto.
Motion to approve and recommend?
Second.
John?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
Yes.
Tom? And I'm a yes. Article 11, to see if the town will vote to appropriate and transfer the sum of $210,000 from CPC budget for appropriation reserve in accordance with the provisions of Mass General Law 44B, subsection 5, for the purpose of funding LeClaire Village Playground Project, Assessors Map 93, Parcel 6, Cooper Street, including necessary expenses related thereto.
Motion to approve and recommend.
Second.
John?
Yes.
David?
Just looking for the vote.
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Okay, we'll go down to okay, the annual, okay.
Number 12.
We don't have a figure there, do we?
Yes, 59.5, the last
11, wait a minute,
CPC.
12.
We do.
Page 6.
Oh, we do, okay. To see if the town will vote and appropriate and transfer the sum of $59,500 from community preservation in accordance with the provision of Mass General Law 44B, subsection 5, for the purpose of funding Chickasaw Cranberry Storage Barn Preservation Phase 1 Project, Assessors Map 23, Parcel 2, Cranberry Lane, including necessary expenses.
Motion to approve and recommend?
Second.
John?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Did I skip?
Madam Chair, if I could just clarify, what was the number on number 9?
Number
425, 645.
Correct.
425, 645.
Okay. I believe Selectman Whedon referred to the warrant update that the assistant passed out.
Correct, that's for the annual.
It's for the next one.
They corrected it, but that
Oh.
was for the next one.
This is
Yeah,
for-
I was-
I made the same mistake as you did.
I
Yes, he
hate the
did.
way we do that. I'd
I
rather
wrote it
just
in.
Okay.
keep the
Yeah.
numbers going.
I know.
I thought you were trying to get it right, and I'm
I was
reading
trying,
this.
but I was off.
He was off. too.
Well,
It's
I'm
two
off with you.
nights.
Because I'm reading it, and I'm saying, wait a second,
Yeah.
do we have the right number?
Exactly.
Sorry.
Can we motion and recommend that we change the numbering to only have one number 9 and one number 1? and-
Yeah.
We'll have to have a S1 for special,
Yes.
S2, and then we'll go into Article 1.
Because the first part is the special. So we should have
Right.
S. I think that's a good idea.
We can do S1, S2, S3 for
I
the
think,
special,
yeah.
and then we'll have Article 1, Article 2 for
I
the
like that.
regulars.
I think that's good. Okay.
Can you note that, Wayne, so Selectman
motion.
Whedon and I
Okay,
don't become confused?
Exactly. Thank you.
Glad I wasn't the only one.
Okay, Article 1, to see if the town will accept the reports and take any other action related thereto. Article 1,
So moved.
Motion to approve and recommend.
thank you.
Second.
John?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Article 2, to see if the town will vote to fix the salaries of the following elected officials provided in Chapter 41, Section 108 of the Mass General Laws for the period of July 1st, 2025 to June 30th, 2026, and further, to see if the town will vote to appropriate, raise, and transfer the sum of money to defray the town's expenses for the ensuing fiscal year according to following line item budget, with the maximum amount of the appropriated as shown in the column entitled FY 2026 Department Requests. See omnibus budget or take any action related thereto.
Motion to approve and recommend.
I'll second.
John?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Article 3, to see if the town will I do have a question, Rodney. Didn't we say we were going to put where the money comes from?
Yes, that is on another sheet that
On
you should
another
have
sheet.
already received.
Okay, thank you.
But yes, whether it's free cash, whether it's a debt exclusion,
Exactly.
capital stabilization,
Stabilization fund.
that is on a sheet that you
Okay.
should have, but we'll make sure that it's available.
Okay, thank you. That way, people won't be asking us where we're getting the money.
Will
To
that
see-
be in the booklet?
It should be in the finance,
Well, that's,
we'll do it.
The Finance Committee is responsible for the booklet, but
Okay.
we'll check into
can
that.
we, yeah, I
Okay.
mean,
Because a lot of people go by the book
That's
when
the
they're sitting in the audience,
Yep.
too.
We'll check into that.
Okay, thank you. Article 3, to see if the town will vote to appropriate and transfer the sum of $7,378,686 from available funds to various department capital accounts as specified in the chart accompanying this article, or take any other action relating thereto.
So moved.
second,
Tom?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
John?
yes.
And I'm a yes. Okay, Article 4, to see if the town will vote to approve the annual regional school district budget for Cape Cod Regional Technical High School District for fiscal year beginning July 1, 2025, in the amount of 18, wow.
Motion to approve.
I'm going to finish reading it, I'm just shocked.
Is he coming, doesn't he usually come in on an annual basis?
Do we have him come in? Not,
Is he
do
scheduled?
we want
to-
Mr. Sanborn to come in and?
We have them talk generally at some point, but I don't think it was tied to this necessarily, it's usually beforehand.
It's a lot of money.
We can certainly reach out to him, see if he can come in for you.
Does anybody have any question on this article? I mean, it's
I mean,
what
I-
we have to pay, so I mean, it's,
Yeah, I think when I was looking at it too, it's just, I think we're up one student, so it's,
That's the adjustment.
yeah, that's, I mean, I have no problem with him not, I mean, I just know usually annual basis he does come in and,
Yeah. And it
Okay,
it
so we
comes out
have-
to, I'm sorry, it comes out to, what, 21,558 per student.
yeah.
And that's about right, yeah?
Yeah.
That we've been told in the past.
Yeah.
Motion
Okay.
to approve and recommend.
I'll second that.
John?
I'm a yes.
David?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Article 5, to see if the town will vote and approve regional school district debt assessment of the Cape Cod Regional Tech District Building Project for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2025, in the amount of $5,558,575, and to further to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum $457,093 to meet its share of the cost of the debt to the Cape Cod Regional Technical High School District Building Project for fiscal year July 1, 2025.
Motion to approve and recommend.
I'll second that motion.
John?
Under discussion, I get it, obligation, I love the options, it allows the kids trade school options. So I'm a yes.
David?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Article 6, we don't have a figure yet. We'll wait on that. Article 7, to see if the town will vote and appropriate and transfer the sum $250,000 from revenue available for appropriation to the other post-employment benefit invocable trust fund, or take any other action related thereto.
Motion to approve and recommend.
Second,
Tom?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
John?
yes.
And I'm a yes. Article 8, to see if the town will vote and appropriate the transfer sum of $250,000 from revenue available for appropriation to be deposited in the Special Injury Leave Indemnity Fund, Injured on Duty Fund, in accordance with the provisions of General Law 41, Section 111F, for the purpose of funding injury leave compensation or medical bills incurred under the said law, or take any other action related thereto.
Motion to approve and recommend.
I'll second that motion.
John?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
Yes.
Tom? And I'm a yes. Okay. Okay, Article 9, we insert the 520,000. To see if the town will vote and appropriate $520,105 to establish the budget for the PEG access and cable-related fund for the fiscal year 2026.
So moved.
Motion to approve and recommend.
Second.
I'll second.
Tom?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Yes.
John, and I'm a yes. Okay, Article 10, to see if the town will vote to authorize the expenditures for the following revolving funds. General law, subsection 44, section 53E, 1/2 for the fiscal year beginning July 1, to be expended in accordance with the bylaw establishing said revolving funds. Heretofore approve or take any other action related thereto. Recreation, $676,000, library, $20,000, senior center, $25,000, historical commission, $2,500.
Motion to approve and recommend.
I'll second that motion.
John?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
Yes.
Tom, and I'm a yes. Article 11, to see if the town will appropriate the sum of $1,970,202 for the operation of the Utility Service Enterprise Fund for fiscal year 2026, such items to be raised from $1,970,202 in revenue available for appropriation, or take any other action related thereto.
Motion to approve and recommend.
I'll second that motion.
John?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
Yes.
Tom, and I'm a yes. Article 12, we do have a number to insert. Okay, to see if the town will vote and appropriate the sum of $612,300 for the operation of the Kids Club Enterprise Fund for the fiscal year 2026. Such sums should be raised $612,300 in receipts in the enterprise, or take any other action related thereto.
I'll second that motion.
John?
No,
We
well,
need a
approve
motion.
and recommend.
Yes, approve and recommend. John?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
Yes.
Tom, and I'm a yes. Article 13, to see if the town will vote and appropriate and transfer the sum of $50,000 from the Community Preservation Fund budget for appropriation revenues pursuant to the provision of Mass General Law, Chapter 44B, subsection 5, to the Community Preservation Committee Administrative and Operating Expense Account, including necessary costs and expenses related thereto, as recommended by the CPC Committee.
Motion to approve and recommend.
Second.
John?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Okay. 14. To see if the town will vote and appropriate and transfer the sum of $150,000 from the Waterways Improvement Fund to the Engineering Permitting Dredging Associated Expense Account.
Motion to approve and recommend.
I'll second that motion.
John? Article 14.
Yep, I'm just,
Oh, reading the
yes,
explanation?
I was just rereading the
Okay.
explanation. So,
David?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Number 15, to see if the town will vote and appropriate the transfer of the sum of $150,000 from ambulance reserved receipts account with said funds to be distributed as follows: $147,800 to the fire department overtime salary account, $2,200 to the Medicare expense account, or take any other action related thereto.
Motion to approve and recommend.
I'll second that.
John?
yes.
David?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
Yes.
Tom, and I'm a yes. Article 16, to see if the town will vote to create one full-time custodian position at the Department of Public Works, 40 hours a week, in SEIU Local 888 DPW Unit A, to be effective July 1, 2025, and to appropriate and transfer the sum of $99,625 from revenue available for appropriation with the said funds to be distributed as follows. $52,388 to the DPW full-time local salary account, $600 to the DPW operating uniform accounts, $33,125 to medical insurance account, and $35,000 to the group life insurance account, $760 to the Medicare account, $12,717 to the pension reserve account or take any other action related thereto.
Motion to approve and recommend.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, Article 17, which is, we
You gotta
have
vote
the
on it.
change.
You didn't vote on it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting tired. John?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Okay. Article 17, to see if the town will vote to create one full-time plumbing and gas inspector position to read, upgrade one part-time plumbing and gas inspector position to a full-time gas plumbing inspector position.
Motion to approve and recommend as read,
Okay, as
as written.
Thank you.
I'll second that.
Tom?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
And I'm a yes.
And again, that is,
As written.
that allows
written.
the plumber to do the inspections
Exactly, for the
of
sewer.
wastewater.
Exactly.
Right, the demand is from wastewater. We've already got a part-timer, but because of the hours and the demands, we're requesting it to be full-time.
And
We
I-
already employ a part-timer,
I agree.
so this will cost us benefits.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay,
makes
Article
sense.
18, to see if the town will vote to upgrade one part-time activity coordinator position to a full-time coordinator position within the Council of Aging Department, with said position to be classified under the clerical union to be effective July 1, and to appropriate and transfer the sum of $99,410 from revenue available for appropriation with said funds to be distributed as follows. $52,695 to Council on Aging, full-time clerical salary account, $765 to Medicare expense account, $12,790 to Barnstable County Retirement, $33,125 to the town's portion of the health insurance, $35 to the town's portion of the life insurance, or take any other action related thereto.
Motion to approve and recommend.
Do I have a second?
Second.
For
If you don't mind,
discussion.
For
For
discussion.
discussion. Are we,
Would it be okay if I get some clarification from the town manager?
You certainly may.
go ahead.
And is-
Is this a
Can you,
new one? A new
it's a
position?
new position.
It's a activities coordinator that was part-time historically. Last year, they sought a full-time position, and I rejected it. I think if I rejected it again this year, I was going to be tarred and feathered, but there is a demand from a lot of folks at the Senior Citizen Center, and I think Michaela would agree with me that the demand is there from a lot of folks. Our population at the Senior Citizen Center is growing, and I know the department head made a pitch for this. It was compelling, and I felt it should go, A, before the board, and B, with your recommendation to town meeting.
That was good.
Yeah,
I'm a yes.
I think it's something that the
David?
town of Mashpee
Yes.
needs anyway, yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
And Tom?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Okay, 19, to see if the town will vote to create 4 seasonal parking resource officers, positions under Appendix D of the Personal Administration Plan at Grade 1, and to accomplish same, the town vote to raise and appropriate a total of $37,821 to the town clerk's parking resource officer wage account and $1,500 to the parking resource expense account, or take any other action related thereto.
Motion to approve and recommend.
I'll second that motion.
John?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
And
Yes.
Tom? And I'm a yes. Article 20, to see if the town will vote to continue participation in the Cape Cod Aqua Fund, formerly the Community Septic Management Program and the Massachusetts Clean Water Trust, for the purpose of making loans to residents of the town for repairing or upgrading residential septic systems pursuant to the agreements between the Board of Health and residential property owners, including the cost incidental and related thereto.
Motion to,
Motion.
go ahead.
Approve and
Motion to approve and recommend.
recommend. Tom?
I'll second that
Okay.
motion.
Tom?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. 20. Okay. I can't find 21. Hold on.
It's because it starts way down here. 21 starts here, so it's on this page.
Okay. I hope they change that when we do it. Okay, thank you, Wayne. To see if the town will vote to amend the zoning bylaw, section 174-45.4C, to read as follows. Subsection 174-45.4, accessory apartment. C, unit size. The design, installation, and use of an accessory apartment shall be secondary and incidental to the principal use of the structure as the owner's home. Accessory apartment may be located within the same structure as the said home, or constructed within a new or pre-existing detached structure. The gross floor area of the accessory apartment shall be not less than 400 square feet and shall not exceed 900 square feet, or take any other action related thereto.
Chair, I'm not against this, but my thought would be to put a hold on this. We have plenty of time,
Okay.
just
Do you have someone come in from the building department?
only because I don't know what compared to what we have now as compared
it's a
to what this
benefit.
proposal. I
Okay,
just,
that's fine. Hold on that one. 22 is a placeholder. 23, okay. To see if the town will vote to adopt the following. Passage of a demolition delay bylaw will protect a piece of Mashpee history that has been rapidly disappearing. Passage will enable Mashpee to join the vast majority of towns on Cape Cod in preserving its historical housing stock. Houses more than 100 years of age and deemed historical significant by the Historical Commission will face up to an 18-month delay in demolition, while the Historical Commission and the developer can create a plan to preserve historically significant dwelling.
Motion to approve and recommend.
Second.
John?
I was actually hoping to put a hold on that one as well, but
I think I,
Well, if I could, Madam Chair.
Sure.
Mr. DeSoga reached out to me, and we worked with town council for the sole purpose of drafting some of the language, and I believe that's all council approved.
Yes, it is.
So what you have is a good document.
so council already went through the whole thing.
okay.
I think we pulled language from some of the other similar towns
Towns,
as well.
too,
So
yeah,
it's
in
not,
the
it's not
explanation.
unique language. It's
Right.
kind of
Well, I heard about this coming for a while, it just,
piggybacking
it's also
other,
4
other
pages.
towns. I think
Okay,
it makes
but
sense.
you're, I'll go with
It
council.
did
It's
go through
approved.
council.
Yep.
Okay, I'm a yes.
John, David?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Okay. Number 24, to see if the town will vote to permit the select board to facilitate a tenancy agreement on the following described parcel of town-owned land for the purpose of lease to the Friends of Mashpee National Wildlife Refuge, a 501c3 not-for-profit organization, parcel land shown on the assessor's map 93 as Block 9, and more particularly described as Lot 2 in the plan entitled Plan of Land of Mashpee, Massachusetts, dated April 2nd, 1973, a copy of which is on file in the office of the town clerk, to authorize the selectmen to execute a lease, therefore, on such terms as deemed proper, and further to authorize the board to petition the general court as may be necessary for special legislation authorizing such lease, or take any other action related thereto.
Motion to approve and recommend.
I'll second the motion.
John?
So,
This is that land that is right on Falmouth Road on 28, right, the right side of the entrance
To
to
Leclerc
Leclerc
Village.
Village.
can we get, I love it, I think, you know, but can we get a picture or a map? Because
Sure.
everyone looks at it in the town, they're gonna go, where is this?
Okay.
There's a map.
There's a map.
There is a map there,
Last
right here.
page.
Last page.
All right, so can we have the map moved to below 24? Or like inside of the article?
Yeah.
Huh?
This map here is for 24.
No, that's
Yeah,
right,
but
but can we
it's-
move 24 inside the article so it's not?
I
at the
understood
end?
what you
You know
wanted.
what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay,
This is for the purposes of moving forward on that trailhead
Yes.
yeah.
cen-
Visitor
cen-
center.
Yes.
center,
Yeah.
yeah.
And just for the board's information, I've met with these folks, and I think this was an idea that Mr. Fidela started, 20 years ago? And here we are. And I think the location is a good site, and I liked the plan that they submitted, and we'll get you more information, but
Oh, I think it's good.
Yeah, just
Anybody have any questions?
I do appreciate John's suggestion that that be in the,
Oh, I do
in the
too,
book.
yeah.
yeah,
So people see where it is.
we'll get it under the
Exactly.
article.
Yeah.
So I think we, first and second, I'm a yes.
Okay, David?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Okay, 25, to see if the town will vote and amend Chapter 3. Appointed board and commissions to add the following subsections. 3.3, public comment. Point 3, oh, this is a petition. Public comment. All committees, both elected and appointed, shall submit their agendas, public comment as an agenda item. Public comment will appear at the beginning of each agenda. Public comment should not be limited to items listed on the agenda. Chairs may choose speakers, sign up before meetings, or take any other action related thereto.
We don't have to take a position, we
We
can if
don't
we
need to.
want. I
I don't necessarily believe.
don't like it.
Go ahead,
but-
Rodney.
I understand it's a petition article and it's got to go to town meeting. However, the board can recommend or not recommend, and I'm not trying to influence you one way or the other than to just inform you that at times, I believe the chair has got to have the discretion to determine when the public comments are. The reason being is you could have staff on overtime or staff on comp time that has to sit here for 3/4 of an hour through public comments. And that is not productive or operationally efficient, in my professional opinion. That's all I would caution you on. I certainly believe in every person's freedom of speech and the opportunity to come in here and say what they want to say, whether it be addressing the board or myself or whoever. But the problem is, if the chair, whoever the chair may be, does not have the discretion to determine how the agenda is designed, it could be problematic as far as staffing is concerned, especially if you get into a late meeting.
Madam Chair, I'd like to motion that we not recommend Article 25.
Second.
Tom?
Well, discussion. I don't,
We're not recommending.
Not gonna recommend. You want to know on that? Or
So not gonna recommend, so I'm not recommending, so you
I was
vote in
gonna,
favor of,
So you'd vote
I was
yes if
gonna
you
take,
don't want to recommend.
make a motion to take no action or position.
no, I'm
I'd
actually
rather
gonna
take
go
a,
with
I
not
want to take a
recommending.
position.
All right. That's
I'd like to-
That's my
That's what's on the
motion, please.
floor. Yep.
And I seconded it.
Okay. John?
Yes.
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 And I'm a yes. Woo-hoo.
So that's a unanimous
We've gotten through
no.
this. Nice job.
And we did the,
Clarified on that.
okay. Any liaison reports?
I do not.
Okay. Water quality updates? Nope.
No, at this
I
time.
need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
John?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Thank you,
All done
everybody.
getting through all that.